If you give everything, I want to manifest a Lamborghini, manifest a mansion, manifest a private jet, manifest this, manifest that, right? It doesn't matter how many things you write down, actually. The thought process without feeling is not a powerful vibration. So you can script it a million times. You can tell people a million times. Even that speech, that affirmation isn't very powerful until you start expressing the feelings behind it. Let me ask you this question. What do you think in this physical lifetime, what do you think is the goal? Do we have a common goal, or is everybody's goal different? What do you think? To be happy. How many of you think would be happy will pretty much sum up a nice goal for everybody? How many of you think that? Is anybody who disagrees? Somebody thinks that, no, I don't want to be happy. Is there anybody here who doesn't want to be happy? Okay, there's nobody. So then I'm guessing that is a goal, to be happy and fulfilled, yes? To be successful, whatever success means, that makes you happy. Is this true, yes? Okay, now, this is a very interesting thing because, right, first of all, there's a few things that we're lacking in amongst a lot of these things. Okay, I want you to start a new page. I want you to write this down. Okay, first thing that I see is lacking. First thing I see is lacking is clarity. First thing I see is lacking is clarity. You see, it's not a case where you get into a car, GPS is there, they ask you where you want to go. You're like, somewhere in the continent over there, or somewhere in Africa. It's not like that. Because where will you end up? Well, nobody knows. Clarity is very, very important in manifestation. Very important in manifestation. Clarity is power. Okay? Clarity is power. Now, some of you at this point will make a little bit, especially those of you who have been law of attraction practitioners for a while or spirituality for a while, you'll be like, wait a second, how can you have clarity? But I thought you're supposed to be quite open for what the universe has to deliver for you. That's a different story. We'll get into that. Okay? So clarity, I feel that amongst generally, it seems to be kind of missing, right? Because, you see, making multiple millions, for example, use that for example, okay? Making multiple millions, what does that mean? Don't know. Making multiple millions, is that the same as keeping multiple millions? Not really also. Manifesting the love of your life, is that meaning you're all going to be living lovely together for the rest of it? Not really. Let me ask you a question. How many of you kind of in the past has manifested kind of the love of your life, but they kind of not here with you right now? Don't raise your hand if your partner is in the room. Right? So you see, there's a manifesting something and keeping something requires different manifestation technique. We're going to be covering all of this in these 3 days. It's different. Getting something and keeping something is totally different. Right? And that's why a lot of people say, I want to manifest money, manifest money. Okay, boom, you win the lottery. Have you seen the stats on lottery winners before? Have you seen what they say? Right? Majority lose their money within the first few years. You get what I'm saying? And then what? Oh, my whole lifetime manifestation. I did it, and that was it. You get what I'm saying? It's same with jobs, same with career, same with love, same with everything. So that's why clarity is very important. Multiple millions. What else? What is going to happen through them? Right? Opportunity. What is this? Opportunity for others. Right? But what does that mean? Like, what is it? Right? There's a lot of these things, which is kind of a group of companies. What companies? So these things need to have a little bit more clarity. What is the companies doing? Are they all turning in how much profit? What profit? Is it passive income? Is it like really like I call it slave income? You know, most people who have businesses, they're not really entrepreneurs. Most people who think they're entrepreneurs are purely just like employees of their own business. How many of you recognize some people, they have their own businesses, they work more than when they worked in a job? Right? And some people in this room might be like that. So sometimes you feel, right now you may be feeling, that is what's going to get me ultimate happiness. Right? Because that might be something that you feel you're lacking right now. But if it's not got clarity and you get exactly that, you'll always find something missing again. Some people say, I want to manifest my soulmate. I'm like, okay, your soulmate. So then what? What's going to happen? What is the manifestation you actually want? I just want to manifest them. What do you want to manifest them to do? Just to show up, or just to, what do you want them to do? Because a lot of people, they manifest their soulmate. On their clarity list, they miss out one thing. They miss out, my soulmate must be single right now. Yeah. Let me ask you, look, how many of you have ever manifested a person like that before? They kind of seem perfect, but they're not single, right? So you missed out some clarity on your list, right? And so the clarity is a big thing. And the second thing I see, if you write this down, first thing is clarity that I feel is lacking. Second thing is the emotional drive behind it. When you script, from this moment on, I want everybody to remember this. Whenever you script something, remember the emotional connection. It's most important. If you give everything, I want to manifest a Lamborghini, manifest a mansion, manifest a private jet, manifest this, manifest that, right? It doesn't matter how many things you write down, actually. The thought process without feeling is not a powerful vibration. So you can script it a million times. You can tell people a million times. Even that speech, that affirmation isn't very powerful until you start expressing the feelings behind it, right? I want to set up a charity. Why? Because if I set up a charity, I'll be able to save lives. I'll be able to help people, be able to feed all the starving people out there, and be able to give them their life back. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. You know, contribution is one of my highest values. I want to make a difference in this world. I want to give them that life that every person deserves to have. You know, when you feel that, the vibration and frequency is very different, right? And a very interesting thing is, we say, emotion is energy and motion is vibration, is powerful vibration. But not just speaking it. You need to understand, the higher the emotion, the more the action, the more the motion. Is that not true? Think about it. When you don't take action towards something, it's because you're lacking emotion. You're lacking emotional drive. You're lacking a why behind it. You're lacking a purpose. That's why you don't do it. If you have that emotion, you have that drive, you have that why, actually you get it done. You take more action. When you're more emotional, when you're really upset, right, then you express it. You're in action. You get what I'm saying? When you're really happy, you also express it in action. The more happy you are, the more action you'll express. Is this true? Right? Even in a job, people will forever say, because emotions, they always divide into two. You've always got, which two? PMP. Emotions? Pain and? Pleasure. You guys are sleeping, huh? Are you jet lagged? You flew in from where today? Right? So pain and pleasure. Pain emotional drive and pleasure emotional drive. Right? People, they can be complaining all day long. Oh, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job, I hate my job. You tell all your friends, you hang out with them, you tell, I hate my job, don't like the boss, don't like the manager, it's a shitty job, I want to find something else, right? Let me tell you something. You're never really going to do anything about it until you're emotionally stimulated. Until they really do something to screw you up. Do you get what I'm saying? When you feel emotional about it, you say, I'm out of here. Same thing in relationship, is it not? You'll complain all day long until there's a big enough emotional desire. So that's why emotion is energy and motion. It actually gets you to take the action. So when you're scripting, if you put more emotion towards it, you'll find that you'll get that goal much, much faster. Right? So next time you script, remember, what am I feeling? What do I feel when I manifest all these things? That's in scripting. The third thing is, right, balance. The third thing is balance. So these three things. Number one, clarity. Number two, emotions. Number three, balance. These three things are extremely, extremely important when it comes to intention setting, setting goals. Very important. Now you're probably thinking, what do I mean by balance? Okay, very simple. Give you different scenarios. Imagine you say, I want to manifest the love of my life. Okay? And then you probably have an idea of the love of your life. The love of my life will be, I don't know, we can travel together and everything and all this type of stuff. A perfect partner, everything, right? So every perfect specification, they are like this, like that, they are everything, personality. And then what happens is, right, what about financially? They think, no, I want to manifest love, not finances. I'm like, no, everything is linked. Yeah, what? What do you mean? Money can't buy love? Everything is linked. If you financially, when I talk about wealth, by the way, I don't just talk about money. I don't believe money is wealth. I believe true wealth is money and time. I think it's money freedom and time freedom. I believe that's true wealth.